Clint Eastwood, born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, grew up in a relatively modest and middle-class environment. His early years were marked by an ordinary upbringing, which included working various jobs and serving briefly in the U.S. Army. Eastwood's childhood was that of a quiet and introspective boy who didn't immediately stand out in school. It wasn't until later that he discovered his passion for acting and storytelling, which became the foundation for his legendary career. These early experiences instilled in him a sense of discipline and resilience, qualities that would become central to both his on-screen persona and directorial style. His career, which began with small roles and later skyrocketed, would go on to define American cinema. The rise to stardom, the Dollars trilogy. Clint Eastwood's big break came in the 1960s with his role in Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, which included A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. These films not only redefined the Western genre, but also introduced Eastwood's iconic man-with-no-name persona. His portrayal of a stoic, enigmatic gunslinger captured audiences worldwide, and his understated performance became one of the most enduring images in cinematic history. Eastwood's ability to convey complex emotions with minimal dialogue and a commanding screen presence helped elevate these films into legendary status. His Western roles redefined the genre, blending cinematic style with raw realism and moral ambiguity. Transition to urban cinema, Dirty Harry. As Eastwood's career evolved, so did the roles he chose, marking his transition from westerns to more urban, crime-centered films. In Dirty Harry, 1971, he portrayed Harry Callahan, a tough, no-nonsense cop who defied conventional authority. This role solidified Eastwood's place in Hollywood as a cultural icon of the 1970s. His portrayal of the morally ambiguous character sparked controversy and made him an even more divisive figure, yet his impact on pop culture was undeniable. The success of Dirty Harry allowed Eastwood to explore new avenues in filmmaking, taking on roles that were not only challenging, but also thought-provoking, cementing his reputation as an actor willing to take risks. Eastwood as a director, a new era of storytelling. In addition to his acting, Clint Eastwood began to establish himself as a director in the 1970s and 1980s. His directorial debut, Play Misty for Me, 1971, was a psychological thriller that demonstrated his skill behind the camera. Eastwood's directorial career reached new heights with films like Unforgiven, 1992, $1 Million Baby, 2004, and Gran Torino, 2008, which garnered both critical acclaim and commercial success. These films explored deep themes of redemption, justice, and mortality, showcasing Eastwood's understanding of complex human emotions. His directorial work often combined artistic merit with mass appeal, attracting both audiences and critics, and adding to his legacy as a filmmaker. A prolific career and continued success, Clint Eastwood's career continued to thrive into the 21st century. In 2019, he directed Richard Jewell, a biographical drama based on the true story of a security guard wrongfully accused of bombing the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. The film was praised for its handling of sensitive subject matter and its focus on character-driven drama. In 2021, Eastwood returned to his Western roots with Cry Macho, a neo-Western that highlighted his enduring commitment to personal, character-driven storytelling. While Cry Macho received mixed reviews, it still demonstrated Eastwood's ability to create thoughtful, introspective narratives, even later in his career. Eastwood's ability to evolve and explore new genres over the decades is a testament to his creative versatility. Life beyond Hollywood, civic engagement, and personal life. While Eastwood's professional career is well known, his personal life has also been noteworthy. In 1986, he was elected as the mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California, a position he held until 1988. During his time in office, he applied the same pragmatic, results-oriented approach that had served him in Hollywood. Despite his fame, Eastwood remained grounded and committed to his family, which has always been a central part of his life. He married Maggie Johnson in 1953, and the couple had 2 children. Their relationship, however, faced challenges due to Eastwood's rising career, eventually resulting in their separation in 1984. The complexities of his personal life were often as intricate as the roles he portrayed on screen. Relationships and fatherhood. Clint Eastwood's relationships throughout his life have been varied and at times controversial. He fathered a daughter, Kimber, with stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis in 1964, while still married to Maggie Johnson. Eastwood's relationship with Tunis lasted for many years, but remained largely out of the public eye. His most well-known romantic involvement was with actress Sondra Locke, with whom he shared both a personal and professional relationship for over a decade. Their collaboration in films such as The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, and The Gauntlet, 1977, brought them into the limelight. But their personal relationship was often turbulent and scrutinized by the media. The impact of Sondra Locke on Eastwood's life. Eastwood's relationship with Sondra Locke was one of the most publicly discussed aspects of his personal life. They were together from the mid-1970s until their breakup in 1989, and during their time together, they worked on several successful films. However, as Eastwood reflects at the age of 95, his relationship with Locke was far from perfect. He recently admitted to the emotional toll that their relationship took on both of them, saying, "I wish I could have handled things differently with Sondra." In this rare moment of vulnerability, Eastwood acknowledges the mistakes he made and the pain caused by his actions. This admission reflects a side of Eastwood rarely seen in the public eye, one of self-awareness and accountability. The complexity of their relationship. Eastwood's relationship with Sondra Locke was complex and marked by both deep affection and professional collaboration. They worked on several successful films together, and their chemistry on screen was undeniable. However, Eastwood's personal life was also filled with other relationships, and this complicated dynamic likely contributed to the eventual dissolution of his partnership with Locke. Eastwood admits that his actions during this time, including his emotional distance and divided attention, had a significant impact on Locke. His acknowledgement of these shortcomings speaks to the difficulty of balancing fame and personal relationships, a challenge Eastwood, like many others in the public eye, struggled with throughout his career. Regret and reflection. At the age of 95, Clint Eastwood has become more reflective about his life and career. His admission of regret regarding his relationship with Sondra Locke is part of a larger pattern of self-examination that comes with aging. Eastwood has always been known for his stoic, no-nonsense public persona. But in recent years, he has offered more candid insights into his personal life. He reflects on the mistakes he made, the choices that hurt people he cared about, and the lessons he has learned over the years. This vulnerability adds a new layer to the man who spent decades portraying tough, morally complex characters on screen, seeking understanding and closure. Eastwood's revelation about his relationship with Locke also speaks to his desire for understanding and closure. By admitting his mistakes, he hopes to find some measure of healing, not just for himself, but also for Locke. His words convey a sense of remorse and a recognition of the pain caused by his actions. "I hope that by acknowledging my mistakes, some measure of understanding or healing can be found for both of us," Eastwood said. This statement highlights the importance of reconciliation, even after many years, and the impact that personal relationships have on a person's sense of peace. It's clear that, even at 95, Eastwood is still seeking closure on his past, and this candid admission is part of his journey towards self-acceptance. Clint Eastwood's legacy. More than a Hollywood icon, Clint Eastwood's legacy extends far beyond his iconic roles in Dirty Harry, Unforgiven, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He is one of the most influential filmmakers of his generation, and his impact on American cinema is immeasurable. However, his recent admission regarding his relationship with Sondra Locke humanizes him in a way that few other Hollywood icons have allowed. Eastwood's willingness to reflect on his personal mistakes and acknowledge the emotional toll of his actions adds depth to his legacy. As one of the most enduring figures in Hollywood, Eastwood's story is one of both triumph and regret, and his candid reflections show that even the most legendary figures are not immune to the complexities of love, fame, and human relationships.